This is a Headgum podcast.
You boys got a timer?
You were gonna set? You want to set a timer too?
You want to have your own timer?
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind comparing to
Did
see
you do
if
that
this
on
time
Armchair?
is accurate.
You did that on Armchair?
Always, yeah.
Okay. And I want to move on
Yeah.
from this. Like we'll just get into it.
This
And then
will
we'll
not
move
be
on.
the bulk of the episode. Let's
Yes.
knock it out right
Okay,
now
please.
and just say what we need to say, which is, so you're telling us you had a timer on Armchair.
And so you've it basically admitted that you did Armchair recently.
So you've done
Hold on.
Armchair.
Is this an old talk? Guys, we got out of the talk show game. Is this about who goes on whose show first?
It's
Because you guys know, is that what?
actually,
at a certain
no.
level
Because you
it
know,
is.
Leno
Well,
was mad, right? If you went and did Leno before you did Letterman, it was a fight.
Don't explain Leno and Letterman to me.
Well, is that what this is? Are you guys
it's-
bamboozling me right now?
And now I'm like, did you do this?
Did I do
on
all the
Armchair?
same?
Did you
Like,
do
Did I
Leno
do
as
my
well?
bits? Yeah. I got an army of bits. I start with my Leno and my Letterman.
Okay.
Now,
so you did this.
I don't
too.
know when it's going to air.
Okay.
But their people reached out, and I said yes. And
Well,
your
I do wanna
person
talk
is
talk
Kevin.
about
Your
this.
person is Kevin. They have a
Believe me.
team.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
They have a whole ass.
They have a whole
Yes.
ass team.
Uh-huh.
You've got
And we
Kev.
have a half-ass Kevin.
Mhm.
You got a guy getting mad at you
Yeah.
about a hat
Yeah,
website.
we have just about a quarter ass over here.
Yeah, you want to know
Yeah.
how it happened on the other one?
Hmm.
Emails from people. I don't even know who they are. And when I got there, I didn't meet them because
Wow.
they do
They hire
booking.
freaking mercs.
Yeah.
To show up.
You want to know how this one
It's
happened?
like the Wagner army.
Kevin texted me a bunch and said, then he said, there's parking in the little area next to this place. There's not really parking. It was really a tight squeeze.
It's really
It's
dangerous.
not.
It didn't
comfortable.
feel right. And I-
Kevin's had
It's
his own car
fatally
damage.
dangerous.
Last week, he got it
It's
scratched
a
up from somebody
Yeah.
parking in here. And I had to drive their car out.
You did?
And he said, "Don't worry."
I had to drive their
after that
car
happened.
out.
He said, "Don't worry, I'll pay it forward." He thinks of paying it forward in terms of pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did have a different experience yesterday.
The
Am
pain
I happy to
index.
be here as one of the guys who helped launch this baby?
Yeah,
Don't forget.
yeah.
I think I was the first. Is that
Yeah,
right?
You precede Kevin,
I
and so
do
when he's
believe-
emailing
That's
you,
a-
being like, "Hey, can you come?
Can
on
you?
the
How
show?"
about
Be
10:15?
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah. It's like,
let me
dude,
talk
I
to
should be
my
emailing
guys.
you.
People talk about
Let me talk-
pre-K,
yeah.
and they, you think they're talking about a
Pre-K,
grade before
yeah.
kindergarten, but they're actually talking about the era
one thing I
before
will
Kevin joined Hollywood Handbook
One thing
when
I
you
will
were the
say,
main guy.
and obviously I am coming here hat in hand. I want to learn from the best. About
This
the
is
podcast
actually
world.
what
God,
we want
yes,
to talk
that-
about.
yes,
Yeah,
we do
but
want.
before,
because you-
but
we
but
do
before-
want a hat in your hand.
But-
we want it on your head as well.
Well, what do they cost? I'm a guy who buys hats.
Well, okay.
I like a hat. That's
Okay.
a nice
We'll
design.
talk about because for you, we would love to have a situation where for you it is
Steep
either
discount.
is heavily
Steep
yes,
discount.
okay, or
What if-
is at least
what
partially.
what if else the
discounted.
pops got me walking around Gelson's in it? That's advertisement for you. Is there equity? If you
Well,
throw
Okay,
this
That's
out?
why-
Gelson's I guess
why
is one
the-
offer.
TJ what
I
about-
guess
I'm
we
walking
could
around
start with the
TJ's.
Gelson's and. Okay, now
See-
we're going down to TJ's from Gelson's. I mean, like, I
Hey,
wouldn't
hold on,
say
hold on,
that
hold on,
the
hold on,
conversation would go
Hold on.
nowhere.
Anybody
you.
from Trader Joe's who's thinking about advertising on my pod, I did not say it was going down. That
We're
was
just
the
talking
boys.
about the average
Price
income
point.
of the customer
Price point.
base.
I don't really see money that way. I'm
yeah.
kind of a good guy.
Well, you
I'm
you
not
may
a
want to
capitalist.
start. You may want to start if you are going to be a part of the hat company, and
You're
if
right.
you are going to build a
You're right, Sean.
podcast
That's why I'm
audience
here.
that is able to support you
You're right.
financially during
why
the
I'm here.
strike, which I am hearing just now on the phone. I got a phone call this morning, is going to last 16 years.
Who's your insider?
Russell Crowe. Yeah,
Russ called?
the insider,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
right?
I had
Michael
been-
Mann snapped
Yeah.
on a split
Yeah.
diopter
I had been
inside
he-
the 60 Minutes boardroom.
I had been here in 12 years. I had not heard 16 until right now. That's a fucking nightmare.
Mhm. Yeah. No, they bumped it up. They bumped it up to get serious. So I think you're going to want the podcast to have actually listeners who can afford
No
to
doubt.
shop. Maybe at Trader
And it's
Joe's for
not-
snacks, but
Yes.
for the staples,
Go to
we probably
Gels.
want them going to
Staples.
Gelson's.
But for food, we want them to go to the Gelson's.
Gelson's. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's not the same food. Like it's at that higher price point for a reason.
You believe the Gelson's
the
food-
produce at
Yeah.
Gelson's is being heavily misted all
Yeah.
damn day. Every time you go in there,
I don't disagree with that.
it's like you're looking for freaking Dr. Livingston.
I got
when you're
pneumonia in there. I got pneumonia from shopping in there because
and
the
veggies are
level
so
of moisture
nice
is
and
so
soggy.
high. There's so much moisture that it actually changed my
shopping
internal
pneumonia.
environment.
Mm-hmm.
That
So that's
my
a compliment
lungs,
to the G.
it means
Yeah.
for certain that they are misting their fruit at a level
All right,
where
well, then I'm
there's
gonna be honest
no
about
rot,
that. But then I'm
there's
gonna be honest about
no
Gelson's.
drying.
I was there the pre and post the new change because we all know the new Gelson's has an eatery, a bar, and it's right
jazz
behind like
bar.
a jazz
and a
band,
live jazz band.
and it's dog shit. And if you guys say
It's
otherwise,
bad
you're
jazz.
lying.
It's bad
The
jazz.
It's
jazz
bad
is
jazz.
not
Also, the
anything
bar
near what
is-
we do.
No,
Because they want you to
agreed.
want you to
Yes.
shut. It's basically being like,
But it's fake, man.
you don't want to come here and drink.
Who's gonna go day drinking at Gelson's?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So-
Who's gonna go in their right mind? Yo, you want to get some sandwiches and go to Gelson's? Where's the bar? Right behind the magazines and the flowers. No one in there. Or do you want to just? How about
magazines are okay?
the magazines are right by the entrance?
The exit.
There's
for
a
me.
couple. There's a
What
couple
a
of
fucking
different
square!
There's a
If
couple
there's a
of
hole, I
different
walk through it.
magazine locations.
Jesus Christ! I didn't realize this was a nerd
Oh, he
podcast.
only uses
He only uses the entrance.
exit for one way.
Dude, if the door
Enter through
opens,
the
Would you
go
exit,
consider?
through it.
Would
man.
you consider Armchair to be a nerd podcast? I'm just like now. I'm interested in the taxonomy of this.
Right now, I'm
like,
in
for
Trader
you.
Joe's. Yesterday, I was at Gelson's. You know what I mean?
You put that on wax yesterday.
I'm waxed yesterday. Yeah.
Well, we have
Hold
an
on,
issue.
boys. Hold on.
We
That's,
have an
I mean,
Pause.
that's
Pause.
just
Stop
like,
it.
I
You
don't-
might, Kev. You might have to stop recording. You guys know, as a fact, I was there planting its goddamn seed with you boys pre-Kev. Y'all gonna turn on me because I'm doing a dance with my other friends over at Armchair?
Hold on. Nobody's
I'm just
turning
trying,
on
we're
anybody.
just trying to get all the
Crazy.
information because
He's mad at me.
He's disappointed, as am I. I thought that part of the entire hat pack sort of brotherhood
You see anything
that
on my
was
fucking
being
head?
born here.
this is what we're
Excuse me.
talking about.
That's,
There's
but
nothing
that's,
on my head.
That's
because
my
you don't
issue.
ask. You don't ask questions.
You don't
reach
reach out.
to say, "Hey, I'm about to go on Armchair."
Respect.
Communication
I'm not
is
wearing
one
My turn
way.
to talk. My turn to talk. Hey guys, thanks for the reach out about inviting me on this podcast today that I got from you guys because I didn't. Because I motherfucking got it.
You
from
wanted us
motherfucking
to
Kevin.
reach out.
Because I got it from
Excuse
fucking
me.
Kevin.
Did Dax
Excuse
reach
me.
out?
Yes.
He texted
I mean, different. His team
because
did.
you just said
His
he had
team.
a whole ass team.
Well, you're
But
looking
do
at
I
the team.
do I text with Dax sometimes?
of child
Yeah.
soldiers. Let's say it. That's who.
Well, I
that's who he has recruited
I
to do
text
this.
with you two, and I'll
Agreed.
say this: when you get booked, how about a little heads up? Hey, can we bump this up? Because I'm going on Armchair the day before, and I
Sean.
should wear the hat.
What hat
pack
did you wear?
on
What
the
hat?
Dax
Yes.
show?
Armchair hat
You wore an armchair hat.
and the sweatshirt. Why the fuck wouldn't I? It's Armchair Expert, man. That's a
He's
big
a
ass
he's
podcast.
he's a shepherd. You know
And
what
guess-
I mean?
guess what?
He guides a
Yes.
And guess what?
And
I
his flock
paid for that
has
shit.
money.
Why? Because the design was right. You want to know how I found it? From their website, which was finished, Kevin.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Which was finished.
I'm gonna
And guess
fucking
what,
kill
guys?
you,
I'm a
Jake.
guy who likes hat. And I'll tell you why. I got a short haircut and it's not looking great. Admit it, Sean.
I've seen you look better.
Yeah.
I've seen you look better.
I think
physically, I've seen.
That's
you
why I
have
went
You
out
look
and
better
got hair.
surprised.
I had
going on.
longer hair before.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I had a beard and I shaved the beard and the face. And I'm going to tell you, don't shave your face.
Wow.
Because with long hair and a clean face,
Yeah.
you're not going to like what you see.
Wait,
Okay.
what, yeah,
This
what you find
is connected to
underneath.
this.
Yeah.
And now I'm in a whole new world and I'm currently looking for a hat. And you guys are rubbing it in my face that I got to dance through a broken website to get there.
And
And
again, I want to find a situation.
I'm gonna fucking kill you now.
Hey,
Wait,
like
I-
everybody else in the world, you know how I buy things? I go on a website that works, that's finished, no disrespect, Kevin, and I press a button and I purchase it. Your guys' website is, it'll be finished soon.
There's two
Okay.
websites. There's two.
Why would
There's
you
a
need two?
website now.
Half websites.
There's-
But why? So do you understand? In terms, imagine if there was right next to Gelson's another Gelson's that kind of had the
That
same
sounds good
or
to
product.
like
me.
a
That
Trader
sounds
Joe's.
good
I
to
mean, the
me.
Trader
Yeah.
Joe's is right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Trader Joe's next to Gelson's.
But you
Yeah.
guys
so
are
we
the
have
sa-
one site where it's a little cheaper.
Yeah. Got one
Where it's
discount
worth
But
it.
site.
what would that if it's
And
the
then we got the
same?
nice
I'd love to
site.
find a
Same
way to get
products.
you there.
But if it's the same food, Who would ever go to the more expensive one if you got
but shopping at a luxury price point, and there's a feeling of exclusivity there.
But it's
and there's the
same
implication that you're getting
It's
something
the same
better.
cap, but
is it, Jake?
It's the equivalent.
business,
It's not the exact same process, but it's
Okay.
the equivalent of
That's
being
interesting.
mist blown all over it all day.
That's
It's worth
interesting.
what you'll pay for.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
So I don't disagree with that. You set your own market. I really feel that about like hourly wages and stuff like that.
Well, I've been
I'm
saying
a
this,
big
and we've
believer
been
in
talking about this on the podcast forever. Just like, everybody's so fucking whiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been saying that.
Like,
Forever? Or is this
Yeah,
pointed?
come on.
We were. I mean, you were here the first time. We were like
Oh, you mean like
talking
it-
about you. You were whining so much.
oh
No,
my
I wasn't.
God,
No, I
you were
wasn't.
Yes,
being
you were.
so annoying.
Yes,
the
you were.
whole
You're doing it right
episode
now.
was you were.
I
like,
wasn't. No, I
complaining.
wasn't.
Yes, you
I
were.
wasn't complaining.
The-
I will be.
you
I will say I'm a
came
little
in-
shocked at my rate.
Okay,
Okay.
say it. You look shocked.
Because
You look like somebody snuck up and surprised you. Your hair sticking straight up.
Hey guys, I didn't
Fucking
come here to be
Ray
humili-
didn't stick your fucking finger in a light socket, man. You did that yourself.
No, I didn't come here
It's-
to be humiliated.
Okay, why are
Why
you
did you
here?
come
What's
here? Yeah.
going
Because
on? Like, why are
Kevin
you
begged
here?
me to come.
Well,
he said,
good.
"You built this house,
And
it's
does
falling
Dax's
apart."
team beg? Do they debase themselves?
No,
No.
it's the opposite.
That's
It's
that's
the
right.
opposite.
They're elitists. They lord it over you. We say we are pathetic worms. Get in the dirt with us. Eat the scum from the bottom of people's boots. You know,
And it worked
That's
for me,
what
man,
the
because I
show
relate.
is.
Because I relate.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. This podcast is for, it's not for people who can afford our hats. That's why we need you to put the hat on and go to Dax's show.
But I don't
the
have
order is all
the
wrong. Well,
picture.
go back on
Those-
tomorrow.
Pictures.
What am I doing?
Those pictures find people. I don't subscribe to to
same.
the account or whatever. The pictures find me anyway.
Yeah, that's
What'd you
right.
talk about? What'd you talk about with Dax?
What I was gonna do today, my man.
What'd you talk about?
This
Like,
pod.
You talk about this?
Yeah.
You guys bond over the little
Are you lying?
shared
Yeah.
history,
Don't
right?
say that you talked about it and then I
I
listened
did.
to it and then you didn't talk
I
about
want
it.
every
What'd you really
listener
talk
of this
about?
to listen because I gave shout outs to this pod. And I always felt, and you're giving me fucking stink eyes, man, and it's hurting because I've always felt this was a group
He's
of
gonna
three.
fucking kill you, man.
If I find out you're lying, I actually am gonna fucking kill you. Are you?
Well, you better be able to back that up because I take jujitsu.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to tell you now, son. I'm going to tell you now, son. Don't write a check that you can't cash, son. I do jujitsu. I'll rip your arms
You're
off,
not even
and I'll beat
Mhm.
Sean up with
And
them.
take your arm home. Take your arm home.
I will, in 3 moves, go, rip your leg off.
Mm-hmm. Gotta
Okay.
take this arm home with me.
Okay.
Do
No,
not
he does
saying it.
write
jiu-jitsu.
a check you cannot cash.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay? I did talk
I
about
won't.
this show on the
I
podcast
have
yesterday
to.
for 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, God.
Okay?
I
Do not
would've-
write a check you cannot cash.
You
I would've
talked about
loved
it
to be
the
a
whole.
fly on
You
the
talked
wall
about it
for
the
that.
whole time.
I was on that
I would
podcast
have
too
loved to
talking
be a
about
fly
this.
on the wall for that show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You
went on
imagine?
that?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to be.
Well, I had
I'd
my
love to
SNL
hear that
experiences, too.
conversation.
I never got an audition.
Jump through Lawrence hoops.
Yeah, hey, man. But you know what's the best part about that? The brotherhood and sisterhood I have with all my cast members.
Mm-hmm.
And I look back and everything, and it always goes back to those crazy years.
To me, SNL was comedy college. You know what I mean? Like, that's really where
Yeah.
I got my
I figured it out.
undergraduate
Yeah.
degree. And then doing this podcast, talking to you about
Yeah.
Dax, this is actually grad school for me.
that's right.
You know, what'd you guys talk about on the show?
Because he doesn't normally he's
He-
interested in all kinds of things. He doesn't normally stick on one subject. So the idea that you talked about this show for
the
an
whole
hour,
time.
and
I
a
was
minute-
surprised you didn't, because he's never been on this.
That's a good
So I
point.
would think you would connect on something like the both of you had experienced.
Yeah.
You had another comedy college under the old Merriweather Post Pavilion there.
Yeah,
You and Dax
right
were
now.
both, you know,
Can't talk
were
about
both,
it right now because of the strike.
Wow.
You and Dax were both,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I want to make this very clear because I am a union man. I don't know if you guys are scabs or what, but I do get a scab vibe from both you guys.
I
And
want to
Kevin
say
did say,
again,
Scabs
You
are part of
need
healing.
a scab
Scabs
to
are part
heal.
of healing.
Okay,
Scabs are a necessary part of healing.
they are
and
a protective
the industry
layer.
is wounded.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
hold on.
Without there, the stuff would just keep falling out.
Unless you want your opponent-
infection
unless
to
you-
rot it away,
or you want your opponent to bleed out, right? Because the wound isn't on us; the wound's on them.
Oh,
So you're healing their wound.
The
We're trying to
scab-
stab them
oh, the scab is.
for them.
okay.
We want them to bleed
Well,
out. You
I
guys
didn't
are,
know that.
I
so
never had thought about
Yeah.
that.
just say that. Just say that if you want me to not do it.
Yeah,
'cause-
you
well-
should say that
Well, the idea
a
of it was
scab
never
on
like
their wound.
yeah, it wasn't like we need scabs to heal our own wounds.
Okay,
during this.
no one said
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Will you agree that no one said that?
Yes.
Okay.
So what you guys doing on this podcast? What you got a new space? You
On
got
this-
3 cameras. You got 4 mics.
Yeah,
What's the latest? What's happening?
we're really doing bad.
Everybody is, man.
We're doing
Podcast,
really,
and the
really
new
bad.
NTFs, man. It's crypto. There's
Yeah.
no money in this
No,
game.
It's
Yeah.
NTFs.
It's a hustle.
We're not even NFTs at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. We're NTFs. We're not even NNFs.
Everybody's talking about you get a picture of a gorilla in front of the Eiffel Tower. It's going to be worth $10 million. No, it
Yeah.
isn't.
Yeah.
No.
You're going to
No.
talk
Not.
in a box in front of cameras,
No.
and maybe 80 people are going to check it
I'm
out.
so
Yeah.
embarrassed. So when I went on Jimmy Fallon and we both held up our little apes together and we just talked about like, oh, you have one too.
Yeah.
And
I
had
got
a
mine
little
is
cap and
6653, number 6653. That's going to be worth a lot of money.
I feel silly now
Yeah.
because as I look back, I was really just sort
Yeah,
of
fired in the moment. How much
Yeah.
have you thrown in the crypto world? How far did you go back?
when I started, I actually got in at a good time when it was peaking.
Yeah.
So it did feel like, wow, this is really expensive. So
Yeah.
it's got a lot of value.
You're talking about when a Bitcoin was about 60 G for a coin.
about 60.
But you can get the whole coin for 60 G.
Yeah, no, you could own a
A
coin and
For
that-
$60,000.
Yes, for 60,000. I believe it went to 67 at one point,
Yeah.
which is when I decided to.
This is not because
Get
if
in
you
the
don't go
pool.
now and it gets to 112, you're gonna bite yourself on the ass.
I'm gonna be chewing on my own
Oh, yeah.
ass.
Well, I did a
And-
thing that a lot of professional athletes did, where I get all my contracts paid to me in Bitcoin.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Which,
that was
in
so
looking back,
smart.
Welcome to the world of podcasts, because we got to build back up. Because I don't know if you guys know
It's
this,
true.
but that whole market crumbled.
Yeah, I feel fortunate in a way because, like, I might as admit it at this point. Like, my gorilla was so clearly hand drawn that I showed that
You did a fake
that I
one?
held up on Jimmy. Like, it was no one believed it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to draw that. I was like,
That style.
I was trying to.
You can
I know
draw.
how to-
I think you're a great
well, I know
artist,
how to
but
draw
that
Bart,
style
and everyone
is
is like, it looks like you started with Bart.
and then you put
just
like
tried to
hair,
add, like,
extra hair. Yeah.
extra, like gave him
I
it's
mean-
Bart with a beard.
Hold on.
Yeah.
A Bart monkey?
It's Bart with a beard. Oh yeah,
I don't
that's-
hate it.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't hate it.
ultimately, it's probably
maybe
worth
we could
more
have
now
that
than a lot of the
conversation instead
NFTs.
of like that.
So
that's-
is there a conversation to be had that you got Hat Pack and you got Monkey Bart shirts? Right.
Well, if we
But
could
hold
get
on.
Monkey Bart wearing a hat pack,
If you could
I
get-
don't know if you're able to do that.
If you got, I'm telling you this for real, I like business. If you got Monkey Bart in a hat,
In a hat pack,
that
Well,
hat
the hair-
is gonna jump.
yeah,
It-
I
the-
promise you, man.
the hair, I think, is the thing that's helping people most figure out that it's
Oh,
Bart.
yeah.
And so
He's
if we're-
holding, yeah.
If we're
You're not wrong.
covering
You're not
up
wrong.
the hair, I worry
You're in a
that-
danger zone.
Yeah. That
What about
we're not-
shirts?
well, the shirt.
Why not sell shirts? You already have gone down the world of merch. Don't go soft on it. That's my only advice. Why have
hard
There's a
shirt.
plan
if you're
for the
doing
shirt.
if you're doing
There's a
merch,
plan
right?
for
You
the
have a
shirt.
website. You have a hat.
Mhm.
You should sell fucking everything. You
Well,
should
what
sell
if it's
rings,
like, you
should
know
sell
that-
bracelets,
you-
shirts,
you-
sweatpants, shoes, socks,
You
You know the
posters,
shirts.
everything. You should
You know
sell.
the shirts that say like blank and blank and blank
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
blank.
yeah,
What
yeah.
if it's like Hayes and Jake and Sean and Hat and Pack?
Yeah.
Like that to me could
Do
be
it.
really powerful. We've been talking about obviously also one that says like when you clap back with hats, that's a pack.
That's cool.
Like that seems to me like that could be
Who's
something.
gonna buy that?
Well, ideally, are the
Or is that
most
like the
of the
mission
country.
statement?
Yeah.
Is that the mission statement or is that the product?
Which would do you want it to? Which one do you like? Like, what do you?
I'm going to be honest. I'm liking all of it.
You like it all? Me too.
You know, if this
Yeah,
is
it's
Shark
both.
Tank, I'm saying this. I'm going to make you boys an offer.
Okay.
My question is what am I purchasing?
Yes,
but
let me say
like
this.
it.
Can I say this about the hat?
Yeah.
You can't get a hat like this for under $30.
I don't think you can get, but I'm going to tell you this right now. As a buyer, you can't get a hat like that because I'm not positive the website.
You don't have the hat, and we can't. And the
so I was
having
interested in
issues.
getting a hat and being here with the hat and being like, "What's up, boys?"
Kevin, did you bring a hat for Jake?
It's coming off his own head, guys.
Yeah,
That ain't the move.
Hollywood Handbook.
Okay, so we love shoes. We're always like thinking about different shoes and like
I'm imagining a shoe right now.
Oh, okay. Right now?
Yeah.
All right.
It has so much IP on it. And I picture these like really cool things and I go, I don't know if this exists, but if it does, I'm gonna find it on StockX.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah. That's
I'm gonna
the
find it
only
on
place to
StockX.
find. When you
And
think
I
of
don't
a
think
shoe
they
that
do
you've
have
never
that.
seen, it's on.
But if they don't have it, then nobody has it.
Yes.
And it's just something that you imagine.
That's
they
the thing
probably
with
are gonna
StockX.
have it soon.
If there's a shoe that you want or something that you dreamed about,
Yes.
like it's either on StockX or it doesn't exist
Yes. Then you imagined it.
yet. Yeah.
StockX has made this dynamic platform for today's culture and commerce. They don't just sell shoes.
No.
They have clothes, electronics, and more, a wide range of products. I bought Adidas shoe on there. They actually do have that. That actually, that actually was not something he made up and imagined.
Oh, I got that Amy Leon door drip on
Excuse me?
StockX. I got that Amy Leon door drip. And I got some Agassiz hot lava.
StockX's global community provides real-time data. It reflects all the talented buyers and sellers that they're working with.
You can shop StockX.com now with a $15 off $150 promo code. THEBOYS.
THEBOYS. So I move hats. That's what I do now. Like I'm owning this, like this is my primary job now, is like I take hats.
I get hats from the room they're in to someone's head.
Yes. I am pushing hats.
And in between, get a little taste for myself.
Yes. But this is new territory for
put
me.
the hat on first.
I accept that. I don't know everything about this business.
Oh, please.
Obviously, I am somewhat of a natural at it. But I have so much to learn in so many ways. Who can teach me? Someone that's actually an expert. Who I like really knows their ass. Carla Welch, celebrity stylist.
Thank you. Yeah, I was going to
Teaching
say,
me
are you taking Carla Welch?
building and owning my personal brand.
Can I say I'm in a very similar boat where
And that's Masterclass.
I went from being a guy who just kind of was, interested in hats to running a hat business.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
went, I don't know thing one about business. I'm primarily an artist.
Yes.
And I thought, well, are there any businessmen offering classes on any cool website like programs that I can learn from? And then I thought, oh yeah, Bob Iger has a damn class I can take about business and business strategy. And it has taken my hat enterprise through the roof.
Wow.
Bob's dropping truth bombs, and he's not being stingy.
With Masterclass, you can learn from the best, become your best, anytime, anywhere, at your own pace. Annual memberships start at $10 a month. They have more than 180 classes to pick from. Aaron Sorkin's screenwriting class, Steph Curry's basketball class, new classes added every month. Unlimited access to every instructor. everything you need to learn all kinds of interesting new skills. Get unlimited access to every class. And right now, as a Hollywood Handbook listener, you can get 15% off when you go to masterclass.com/theboys. That's masterclass.com/theboys for 15% off an annual membership. Masterclass.com/theboys. Well, we warned you once, and this is your second warning. Fall is right around the corner. The end of summer blues are upon us. But you have the tools at your disposal to give them the banish the blues with tasty dishes delivered to your door.
I just can't. Sorry, because I'm excited about the offer that we have. But when you say we warned you once, it does actually get me like scared and furious with our listeners, because like we've been telling you that fall is coming.
Yeah.
Like we have been saying, fall is just around the corner. Like it will be here.
Yes.
And I see these people and they don't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I have time.
Yes.
I have time. How about you plan ahead and get tasty meals to banish the blues away instead of just being like, oh, I'll get to it when I get to it.
Yes.
Like it's just not acceptable to me anymore.
It's HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. I want to get in and out of this section of it. Chef Kevin, our in-house recipe designer, has developed some recipes for this month.
Autumn themed recipes.
Yeah, but again, like based on the last ones, I really do just wanna like
let's do it fast. And
what
let's
are
have
they?
it be.
Let's hear what they are, because I don't really feel like this is the core of what we're selling in terms of HelloFresh.
Hey guys, Chef Kevin here. The year is 1990. No, it's 2003. My little baby sister, 8 years old. No, she's 5. Sorry, I'm getting some of the details wrong. My baby sister, 5 years old.
I really
dressed as a ghost.
really need this to be over.
We go trick or treating. She fall face first, flat as a pancake. My idea brain, light bulb, flat as a pancake.
Oh my god!
I make.
Because that isn't
falling
even
is part
something
of the
you should
recipe?
be thinking about when someone's falling.
Light bulb. I call it
No sense.
squish. It's squash.
God.
It's flat
Oh my
squash.
God.
Squish.
Oh my god!
Squished squash from pancake.
HelloFresh keeps your taste buds on their toes. So that is like a connection to someone who's like not falling down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's an opportunity to go from that to 40 chef-crafted recipes to select from every week. From family-friendly to fit and wholesome, you'll always find new and exciting recipes to try and love. All you need is 15 minutes. You'll be enjoying a tasty, satisfying meal made in your own kitchen. Just look for their quick and easy dinner options, plus quick breakfasts and lunches too.
Is squash the only ingredient?
Squash and pancake.
It's not up to, I make these meals. There's nothing like that.
Yeah, that's not what they do.
Exactly.
It's good recipes.
Yeah, they have food that
And then when they
like-
talk about variety, they don't mean getting away from like having good ingredients, like making like a real dish.
and they never ever tell any childhood stories about injuries
Ever.
in their family
Never.
to like set up the dish. It's
Never.
always like, here's the food that you can eat and it's good.
Picture this. Your sweetie in bed. Wake up in the morning. What's that smell? Why is there steam in the room? Squish is ready.
Go to HelloFresh.com/theboys50 and use code THEBOYS50 for 50% off plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/theboys50 and use code THEBOYS50 for 50% off plus free shipping.
You have to use an iron. That's why there's steam.
Wow, this so exciting. College football fans, are you ready for week 1? DraftKings Sportsbook is hooking you up with a can't miss offer. Start the season strong. New customers can bet just $5 on college football and score $200 in bonus bets instantly.
What?
Anything can happen in college football. Your team can go from
not
unranked to
anything.
dynasty.
Sorry,
mode
not anything.
and-
No. I understand the sentiment. Obviously, like, yes, like any outcome is plausible within the game,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say that anything can happen.
What are you thinking of something specific that you like that you think can't happen?
Mermaid catch the ball?
Because you don't think because their mermaids don't exist, or you just don't think they would be able to.
Their hands would be slippery as hell because they are always
that's what I thought you were
soaked.
saying. Your team could go from unranked to dynasty mode in just a couple years. Change comes fast. The only thing that's a lock is the great offers from DraftKings Sportsbook. And do we want to bring in Vic now? Because I feel like we should have started with him in the room because.
Knock, knock.
Okay. Life's more fun when you're in on it. I just want to get this and then we'll get to Vic.
Okay.
Life's
I'm
more
ready
fun when
you point to me when you're
Okay.
ready for me.
We do have very important verbatim text. So we need to
Verbatim
read
Vic
it at the end of this.
is always
You
prepared, and thank you so much for having me
You
back.
sound a little different, but it has been a long
It's been
time.
a long time. It's been a hard time for Vic.
Life's more fun when you're on the action. You can download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code THEBOYS. New customers can score $200 in bonus bets instantly when they bet just $5 on college football. Your part is starting in a second, but I do want to get through this. You bet just $5 on college football, you can get $200 in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code THEBOYS. The crown is yours. Now, this part at the end, we do need to read verbatim. This is just like important context.
I think we agreed you would point at me.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead. Now I'm pointing at you now.
Glambling problem.
Okay.
Take two.
Okay. How about this?
Good. What?
I do want this to work with you.
Me too.
I
I really need
I know.
this.
I know. I got your emails, and we will figure something out. I think for this one,
I don't have that email anymore, by the way. If you replied, I didn't get it.
Just based on the first couple words.
Glambling.
So you know that's not
Too fast, right?
I'm just going to do this one, and then we can talk about working together next time, maybe with some sample text that's not as important as this. So
I think you should let me have another try.
Okay, go ahead. I'm pointing.
Glambling problem. Call 1-800-GLAMBLER.
Is the same as before?
Go ahead.
So I'm just going to do it.
Go ahead.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. ccdkg.co/football for eligibility, terms and responsible gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply.
I'm never going to get that.
Hollywood Handbook.
But let's say, hey,
Kevin
Kevin, have
got
a
a
seat.
haircut,
Kevin,
too.
yeah, have a seat. I want
How
to
could
let's
this-
talk about short.
Yeah, we
haircuts.
got this fourth mic that Jake was generous enough to
Yeah.
point out.
How could this be the move? He took it off his head and he gave me a hat.
Well,
Sorry.
he's got to make sure that it's not dangerous.
Yeah, I'm going to say one thing about the space for real. 4 is tight.
4? Oh, yeah.
I'm glad
when you
Kevin's-
initially
He gave you
hand
a 4?
someone
No,
that-
4 is tight.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
3 works. I've now
3
gotten
felt
used
really
to this.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was vibing. I
water's
was starting.
warm.
I felt like the show was really starting to find its
Me
rhythm.
too. Same.
Yeah.
I think this haircut might actually be the same as yours,
Yeah,
and that's
Yeah.
part of why I wanted to
Same
talk
barber,
about it, because
same
it's a
haircut.
question of maintenance.
Yeah. Well, he has gel. I didn't gel.
He does
I
have
had a hat
gel.
in the
I am
car.
not going to touch it, but if I
Yeah.
did, I feel like I would pull back a stump.
Do you gel up your hair in order to look more like your hedgehog so that it feels like you're its daddy?
I,
A lot of Kevin's personality is having a hedgehog.
I didn't know he had a hedgehog.
One of them died, and the body wasn't even cold before he had a
Quick death.
new second hedgehog.
Wait,
like
is
it
this
was
real?
Yeah, I have a hedgehog Clippy.
instantaneous. Yeah, illegal.
Also, are you okay right now?
yeah, no, I'm in a comfortable position.
You
Just
are
2
sitting
Chicago
there,
guys
you're
with the same
breathing
exact
weird.
energy.
Are these the guys kidnapping you? Are you okay, Kevin?
I'm normal. I'm normal and good.
Yeah, give a code, my guy.
All right, you'll know the code.
So you have hedgehogs? Help. How'd you get in the hedgehog game?
My fiance was working with someone who said, "Name any animal in the world that you would like," and she said, "I don't know, a hedgehog." And then the next day he texted her, "Meet me on Western in Santa Monica, $250 cash."
This can't be real life.
Mhm.
Real life.
So
Wow.
somebody said to your fiance, name any animal you want, and this woman says a hedgehog.
Yeah.
And then somebody else says, meet me on a corner. I got a hedgehog for $250 cash.
Same
This is-
guy.
Same guy.
Who is
This
this
was
guy?
courtship. No, I mean
Yeah.
this feels like
Well,
it
what
was
if she
a
said a
seduction
chimp?
of sorts.
What if
Just
she
like
said baby
reading-
chimp?
reading-
He's
Coulda
got a baby
happened.
chimp.
The Bronte sisters.
Yeah, he's making
But how
her
did this start?
wishes
Who
come
is this
true.
guy?
He worked at an aquarium. He did aquarium stuff for a vodka company. That
Vodka companies have aquariums?
Aquarium for a vodka company.
Kevin,
well, they
Kevin,
did. It was
are
short-lived
you
because it turns
okay?
out those
The
animals
vodka.
only like water. That was. They thought like, oh, this will be such great marketing of like, you know, these beautiful sea creatures swimming around in a sea of our exclusive vodka. And you know, it wasn't good for anybody.
And
they
they-
lost a lot of
and-
money
and
and
they
they lost
want-
a lot of animals.
And like, aquariums are fish only. It turns out as well. So like putting like
Sure.
a hedgehog.
It's a
Yeah.
nightmare. Well, there's nowhere for it to go.
No, yeah, that was even worse because when they did pivot from vodka to water, they also did drown a lot of hedgehogs.
Yeah.
Just going like, okay, we fixed the problem, and it's like, well, there's a second problem now.
Anyway, this hedgehog that Kevin got in the vodka immersion
Yeah.
process was basically preserved like Austin Powers.
How real is it? Is there any truth to any of this?
it's all 100% real.
So a guy who works at an aquarium for a vodka company asks
Yes.
your fiance what animal she wants.
Yeah.
How are they connected?
She worked with the lady at the vodka company for like 6 months.
Absolute
what kind of
fish tank.
what kind of fucking guy walks up to a random woman and says, "What kind of pet would you want?"
A fucking Riz god.
Yeah.
It
a man
worked.
with impeccable Riz. Fucking player.
Someone who
I cannot
actually
believe
understands
what-
chivalry.
yeah.
it just, and then he, I
I
assume,
alright.
just lost interest, and then you were able to swoop in and take his place
Yeah.
because
What was
because at
fiance's
the
take?
point that
Yeah.
he delivers the hedgehog,
It's
he and
over?
your fiance
But
are
but
like,
no, man, he's in the money game. If it was romance, he would go like this. He'd go, "What animal you like?" She'll go, "Hedgehog." He goes, "How about I meet you at your favorite Italian restaurant tomorrow?" And she's like, "Why?" "Because I'd like to give you a free hedgehog."
corner of Western though. He met her. at.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
it was like a
imagine
sketchy corner, and he sold her a hedgehog. This
Yeah.
is business. He's an animal dealer.
Mhm.
the,
He sells hedgehogs.
Can be both, man.
the
money
the
and
waiter
love.
brings
I
out
agree
the
with that,
big
100%.
plate of biscotti. The big meatball sitting on top, covered in the sauce.
Yeah.
The
You
meatball
go to knife it
unrolls
with the knife. Yes, it unfurls itself.
Yeah.
It shoots. It
Sauce
spikes at you.
everywhere. Yes.
So she buys one hedgehog,
Yes. His name was Rolly.
the hedgehog.
Rolly the Hedgehog, which
And
is
were
the
you-
name
His
of the
name was
embroidery
Rolly.
of the embroidery
It was
company
a
that make the hats
hedgehog.
called Rolly Hog.
And so you are not with her at the time when the hedgehog started.
Not at the time. A year later, we meet.
Okay. She's
Mhm.
now stuck with a hedgehog.
She has a hedgehog named Rolly.
She loves it.
She loves it. She loves me. We're all
Mhm.
together now.
Mhm. Kevin
you
kills the
okay?
hedgehog.
I'm great. This is
You
Feels
have
like
a
you're-
stroke
feels
or
like
something?
you're-
Something's
No,
happening.
I think his mic is like threatening him so bad.
Yeah.
Like
He
He's
just
pinned
said-
under the
He
weight
He
of his
just
mic,
said in
yeah.
real life, she's with me. She loves the hedgehog. She loves me. Looking dead forward with shark eyes. Are you guys doing it? What happened with this hat website? Let's get into it.
Hat
was a-
website's
we
great.
can't talk about the hat website.
Hat
No,
website's great.
I got
It got ugly?
screamed at by Kevin
Yes.
last night.
Have you
for
guys
talking
talked
the
about
hat
that on the
website.
pod?
We haven't. This is the first
Oh,
time
really?
it's coming
They
out.
did.
We talked.
We
about
talked about the website on the pod.
it
and,
had to be cut.
And then Kevin screamed at us that night.
Kevin said it had to be cut. or
How
else
real
we
is that?
Had to be cut.
No. But did Kevin actually get mad?
Yes.
He said, if you ever disrespect me like this on mic again, you're going to find out what it's like to live in a world of never-ending pain.
See, this is a
Which
Kevin
sounds
I
like
like.
he and he said, and I know.
This is a Kevin I like.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It's a bad man.
I kind of softened the blow though, because I did it with Siri and it ended with send.
But that to me felt more aggressive.
Yeah. That was last night. Hats are doing great. Flashback to the
That's what doing
hedgehog.
great is something that somebody says who's not doing okay, guys. Hats are doing great as a transition. Hats don't do great. They're selling.
Well, he's doing a flashback.
Hats are doing great. Flashback to 2018 or 2020.
Don't pull him out of the flashback because he gets like really
It's a tough
disoriented.
transition.
Because he's in
it's
it.
like
Like,
it's like waking
Oh,
somebody
that's
who's
cool.
sleepwalking.
I love that.
Yeah.
Don't wake a sleepwalker because they become like super violent. You don't pull him out of the flashback.
When he says flashback, he has to say end flashback.
Yeah, we just kind of have to wait.
You wait it out.
There's been like 2-hour flashbacks that we have to cut out of recordings.
Yeah.
He goes there.
It's like it's
Flash-
like a
flashback.
kratom trip, but he can just sort of release that chemical in his brain.
But he's reenacted
to
like
go back
massive
there.
historical events.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how you invented drunk history.
Okay. Also, that's scab. Guys, we can't advertise.
Not even
that.
I just
We
saw the
can't-
article like yesterday of you talking about like it's actually my idea.
Note.
It actually was mainly me. I was being so funny, and someone was like, "This is a show. Are you crazy?"
Well, that's not what the article is, but that was your take on it.
That's
great
what I
Own it,
read.
man.
That's
Great
what I
take.
read.
Great take.
That's what I read.
Derek Waters thinks he can have that one thing. Fucking no, dude. Go get it.
Okay, I'm known for 6 or 7 things. Derek's known for one thing. It's like you've got this big heaping plate from the buffet, and he's on a special diet where
guys,
he's only allowed to eat like this
Unlike
one little
unlike
like
you guys in this box,
leaf,
I live
and
in
you're
a
like,
place called reality.
Can I try that leaf?
Oh, what should I do? Should I be fake humble? It's not true. I didn't
Yes.
build Hollywood Handbook. It's not true. Because I did.
Because he created
And
it. He
guess
created
what?
it.
I was here.
Yeah.
When you guys
were
we
were.
want you to be representing
Episode
them.
1.
Like
I
Episode
know.
1.
And
Yeah.
what were you guys doing at the time, pre-Kevin? I guess we're. And I went like this. No. This is how you run a show.
Yeah.
And you guys left that.
Yeah.
And both of you reached out to me. And I'm putting it on the pod. You said, thank you.
Thank you.
You
for
said, what you
keeping
did
me.
for our show. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
I should thank
one day when I'm doing press in a couple of years and they're talking about handbook, should I go, yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just showed up. That's a fucking lie. And I don't lie to people. I don't lie to my audience.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you guys, the more honest you are with that base, the more fucking hats you're going to sell. Because right now you're lying to them. This isn't a $30 hat.
It's 29.
No, it's not.
That's what I'm
saying.
Guys, I got it on my head right now.
30.
I got it on my head right now.
Well,
We all look ridiculous in these hats.
It's under 30. It's
The
29.
I'm going to be totally honest. The design is right. Okay. The thing is right. This is a goofy move. And your audience knows it and you know it. And this is not a moneymaker. And this ain't Hollywood Handbook. And I'm sorry I haven't been on
It's
this
not
pod
anymore.
more.
It's the Hat Pack now.
It ain't the hat
Hollywood
pack.
Handbook happened. It was fun. It was a great time. We all had a lot of
So
laughs.
guess what? When I do an interview in a couple years, I'm going to take ownership of Hollywood Handbook. I ain't
And
touching the
you're
hat
gonna
pack.
say, no,
Now,
you
if
have
you
to
went
know.
Gorilla
You won't
Bart,
be able to
if
touch
you
the
went
Hat Pack.
Gorilla
You
Bart,
won't be able to see the fucking Hat Pack from where you are. With this, what's the show? Advice?
yeah.
Oh, that's new.
What's this show? Talk
But I'm
about
not qualified to give advice. Oh, what are you, some sort of armchair expert then? What are you, Anna
Isn't
Faris
the
is
whole
unqualified?
Isn't the whole bit of this show you guys aren't qualified to give Hollywood advice?
Excuse me.
Isn't that the
the
whole
bit of
thing?
this show is
That you-
unidentifiable. There is no bit to this show.
That it's
this
half
show
you're
has
doing
no
a bit,
idea
half
what it is.
being real, half talking about stuff.
Oh,
half
don't
not.
try
What
to
is
put a
the
number
premise
on
of
it.
this?
Your
There's no
idea.
percentage. You made the
It was
show.
before the fucking hat pack. And you guys know it's a fucking misstep with these stupid hats.
Turn down the gas.
You're not wrong. You know it's a mistake with the hats. The
It's
hats are
not a-
silly.
it is not-
There's 5
it is
guys
not
in a room that's probably 12 by 12. We're all wearing the same stupid
Rat
hat.
Pack. Rat Pack.
What
Rat Pack.
kind of
We're
cult-
missing something.
What kind of cult are you geeks trying to start
It's
here?
the-
What
fourth turning,
is your
Jay.
pitch? Cat pack?
Oh my God. We're not going to do
It's not
that.
another
We're not going to
product.
sell cats.
Here's my pitch.
Like your guy on New Girl liked cats or something, right?
Scab.
Oh my God.
And so
Scabs.
and so
Scab.
and so
Mention
you're
it.
selling a
Scab.
hat that says cat pack and your name is on it and we get a piece of it as well? Okay, yeah,
Fine.
that's better.
Okay,
Fine.
great.
Okay, can I get a piece of that
Okay,
too?
let's-
well, let's
let's
all
do
share.
that.
All
Let's
right,
all share.
Kevin, cut this out because it's scabbing.
It's not a goofy move.
My man? Now that's something
unlicensed show,
Yes.
like show merch. You have to mention the
Splat-
name of the show,
Splat-
even.
But spell
But
it a
everybody
little
knows
different.
what it is.
Spell it a little. Make it the same font.
Yes.
I don't need a big percentage. I can pretend to be mad about it.
Yes.
But that's a good idea.
And we just don't let any of the principals find out because
Who
the
cares?
weather will not be so merry if we.
Yeah, but here's the reality.
She
We're making
catches
such small-
wind of it.
We're making such small money that they don't even care. But for
Yeah.
us,
It's not
hey,
worth
hey.
suing us. It's a nice little
Yeah.
business for us. It's not necessarily investable.
And then
at this
when they say,
point.
"What are you
Yeah.
doing?" You go like this. We're just having fun.
I'm
we
sorry.
didn't even
Oh
realize.
my God, we're joking
I
around
was
with
just
our
trying
friends.
to-
Oh, I
yeah.
guess it is kind of like the thing that you worked on, but like we
Oh,
just were like goofing around.
I
It
I
was
was just
actually
trying to
just
make a
for
laugh
our
with my
friends.
It was,
You
and
know,
then people. We had a lot of friends.
George Clooney's tequila company was never supposed to be for anyone else. It was
just for him and
literally
Randy.
him
That's
and
so cool.
Randy
Yeah.
being like, could we make a
But
nice
also-
tequila to like enjoy with our buddies? And all of a sudden, all these like
Big. I mean,
farm
Every bar-
hands
every
and
bar
like
wants it.
everyone like
Mhm.
wanted to like sort of like be involved and share it. And then it's like,
what do you mean farmhands?
That's who they.
that's
hang
who
out
he's
with
like
and drink
hanging
the
out
tequila.
with,
just in the
like when he's
posters.
drinking it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
they're also
not,
driving
no, not just
motorcycles
in the-
without helmets.
Yeah, but they actually did that in real life.
The motorcycles without helmets.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that they
Oh, yeah.
were like.
And so, what do
It
you
was
guys?
supposed to be private.
So,
and,
what do you
like,
guys
Yes.
make of Bryan Cranston, Aaron Paul?
What
Same
do I
thing.
make of them?
Yeah. What do you guys think of that brand? Because that's the rival of the Clooney. So we're not rivals with them with our hat pack or the new shirt, right? But those two guys, they're battling for who owns the tequila brand, right?
Right. Yeah.
Two different friends, two
Mhm.
different friends.
Mhm.
What group of friends do you want to be in? Do you want to be with Brian and Aaron, hanging out, having laughs, did a
Mhm.
great TV show together? Or you want to be with George and that
and-
other guy?
Can I answer?
Yeah.
Gun to my head.
Yeah.
Pull the trigger.
Mhm.
You want to just die?
Pull the
Take
trigger.
yeah. Take
Do
take
not
take
make me
take
pick.
yeah. Take a
Well,
take a
hold
lot
on.
off the
So
top.
can I
Take-
give?
Yeah.
like you said at the
Yeah.
barber.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'll be
Here's
going
what-
to Southpaw for a
So
little.
here's what I'm gonna say
little
to you.
haircut.
here's what I'm going to say
Yeah.
to you. When you do a pod like this, man, your audience demands honesty. So no, don't pull the trigger. What group you want to be in? You want to roll with Brian and Aaron? And they're also probably on motorcycles in their ads.
That's a choice that you can comfortably make. Are you,
the rhythm of
Are
that
you-
question
are
was
you-
shocking. Was shocking to turn it into that.
are you being honest right now? That's a choice you
Yeah,
feel comfortable making?
I do.
That you would be able to choose that you would be able to deny one of these friend groups and say, "Oh, I choose
Okay.
this."
Yes. How about this? Friday night, 8 p.m. George and the other guy on the motorcycle say, "Come over for a drink." You get a text at the same time from Aaron and Brian say, "Come over for a drink at 8 o'clock." You can't say, "Can I be both?" Where do you go? Who do you want to hang with?
I take Kevin Hart's tequila. I take LeBron's tequila. I mix them together, and now they're friends. One's big, one's little.
Mm-hmm. I'm busy.
You can create any friend combination you want,
By
just
mixing
like
their tequila.
by mixing their tequilas together. Now they're friends.
Yeah.
Imagine the two of them. He's riding in the sidecar.
that's
Kevin
what-
Hart's
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
sidecar.
That'd be a fun.
Ah! He's like going. He's scared. He's going. They're not wearing helmets, or actually maybe he's wearing like a big helmet and like.
So
I got a
I didn't know
drink.
Brian had a tequila.
You didn't catch wind of that, huh?
No. I didn't know K Hart had one.
Oh, Bron's got Los Lobos.
Yeah.
He's part of the Wolf Pack, not to be confused with the Hat Pack. I personally am partial to 818, Kendall Jenner's brand.
He's got a tequila.
Yeah.
Why tequila? Why does
She has-
everybody have a tequila?
I'm partial to
818, yeah,
her
she's
tequila. It's
repping.
818. She
Mhm.
is repping
Yeah,
for
okay.
the Valley.
Mhm.
And I probably swirl that around with a little bit of Aviation Gin, which Ryan Reynolds is the owner of.
Yeah.
And I think between those two,
Paul Feig has a gin.
Mhm.
Don't he know?
James Harden just sold
Don't he
10,000
know?
bottles of red wine to
Won't
a
he do
Chinese
it?
investor.
Mm.
And then he did a cartwheel.
Mhm.
Google it if you don't believe me, because that's not a bit. He was doing a live stream, sold 10,000 bottles to somebody, made it I love
Mhm.
you, the heart thing with his hands.
Yeah.
Then for some reason did a cartwheel on the live stream. And there's a lot of backlash online because the rich
Let's
get
see
richer.
Daryl Morey do that.
Oof.
Right.
You're getting in the weeds now, and they're in a tough relationship
Let's
right
see
now.
Daryl Morey.
Mhm. I'd like to see.
So is
I'd like to see a little Daryl Lessie from
Mhm.
him in
Is-
terms of some of the stuff he's been doing.
In terms of
lately and
connecting-
lying
But I'd also
to
like
my
to see
friends.
James soften as well.
Mhm.
So-
Yes. If Daryl could be a little Lessie and James could be a little softened, I think there might be a deal to be made there.
Just
He's
because I
so
love
into it.
connecting it back to the handbook. If you guys were the Rockets, who's who?
And so, I guess I'm Apollo 11. And
And you're-
Hayes is
and you're
the
One of
Jimmy
the,
Harden?
I'm one of
Hayes
the those ladies that kick real high.
And who's the Kev
yeah,
man?
Radio City.
Forrest?
he's
Music
still back there.
Heaven's in a flashback.
Yeah.
So we have not been able.
Flashback.
we haven't heard a word
What's
we've
happening?
said.
What's happening over there,
The
pal?
year
What's
is
in the
March
flash?
2020.
Okay, that's not a year.
One of the most horrific things in human history happens. Rolly dies.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your hedgehog died.
Mhm. Exploded, blew up Kevin's garage.
What does that mean?
So
Rolling caught
okay.
fire.
Uh,
Rolling
Your
caught
hedgehog
and I just
caught
wanna-
on
his
fire?
garage.
Okay,
down.
No,
okay,
different trauma.
okay. So there, you've heard of the lab
Hey,
leak
it's all
theory,
content.
and then there's the wet market
Yes.
theory.
Oh, you guys are claiming he's
They're all around it. The people
Yeah.
said like they ate like a pangolin or something, and they got
Kevin. What happened?
It
with
was
your
like
hedgehog?
early, there was starting to be reports of like, possible, different things happening in the news, and Kevin got scared and he just said like, let's sort of tighten our belts a little bit.
mhm.
Is it
Then he
true
had to
that
loosen his belt. He ate so much Rolly, he was bloated.
is it true your hedgehog died and you got another one the same day?
I didn't get him the same day. I did get a
Mhm.
text from Mr. Aquarium himself. So
Mhm.
sorry about Rolly. Want another?
Mm-hmm.
Too soon.
And you guys still think this
Yeah.
guy's courting those are his moves, his court moves. It's not just a weird business where he sells animals.
If he makes the effort to, basically have a chip inside Rolly so we can keep track
How did he
of
know?
whether he's dead or alive,
Good
and
point.
it's connected to his phone, so it
Sort of a
automatically
planned-
As
sends
soon as the
planned
heart goes off,
obsolescence
Yeah.
ding.
You know how like every
By the way,
now
that
and
is
then
good
your-
business. That's
your-
not to be an asshole. That's
your
good
iPhone
business.
battery starts dying all of a
Yeah.
sudden, and it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, the new
Yeah.
iPhone's out, and it's like this is rolling.
and just like the iPhones, like like a planned obsolescence.
Yeah.
like they
He
basically
knows when it's going to die.
that same
Yeah.
chip
Mhm.
is programmed to just
No,
burst.
part of the design is that it will malfunction.
If he's doing this
releases-
game with the
yeah.
hedgehog world, then a little bit of respect. If he's got other animals too, because if he only has hedgehogs, right?
No.
Because then he's taking a big chance to go, what
Hang
animal
on.
would you want as a
I-
pet? And she goes like a chimp, and he goes like, how
hang
about a
on,
hedgehog?
Kevin's gonna
yeah, I heard
flip
no.
the fuck out
Yeah.
on you
Why?
if you don't
Please.
acknowledge
Okay, I'm
that it's a no for him.
All right, but
The
explain
man-
the no then.
The man has apparently other animals. Kevin, do you want to run through the inventory?
Turtles. And little fishies.
He's got fish, and
Mhm.
what's
Mhm.
a totos?
Turtles.
Oh, turtles. Is that honestly how you say
Todos,
turtle?
Los
So
Todos.
it's interesting because he does. Those are aquarium based.
They're all the same.
The hedgehog really is the outlier.
Mhm.
And it's so random that she said hedgehog, and he goes, I happen to have a
Well,
a link
this
to
story
hedgehog."
doesn't hold up.
No.
If you could have any animal in the world,
What would
and
it
then what would it be? And then
Not-
your answer is like something that an illegal pet dealer would definitely
Right,
have.
that's where I'm
like,
getting it. Like, there's something's off. What do you guys pay to make the hats?
We
What does each one cost?
Don't know. It's a total black
Black
box.
box.
We
It's
cannot
understood.
see
Okay,
what's
I got you.
happening
Okay,
inside
understood.
that.
Mhm.
Whose idea was the merch?
It's
How did it start?
all it's
Because
a
I don't
community
hate
that
I don't
we're
hate the
part
merch
of.
game. I don't hate the merch game.
Yeah, the hats are the merch.
That's it.
But it's
But
not
it-
the hat.
for
It's
now.
not like, okay, you don't like the hat, fine.
I like
it's
the
not the
hat.
hat that we're selling. Well, you said it was goofy.
You said
I
it was a
said-
goofy move.
Goofy move.
I said, right now, a bunch of us sitting in these hats, there was something about it to me, personally
Yeah.
speaking, that is a goofy ass
your
move.
own issue, your own hang
It's
up.
not. It's not the
Don't
hat.
love yourself.
What
It's
is
the
it?
hat represents that
hat
we
pack.
membership in this community
Yeah, okay.
called the Hat Pack.
Back.
And by
the
the way, the
website will be
idea
having a message board as well.
came from the community. Yes, we're starting a new message board.
Yes.
And there's gonna be a Discord
it's a
that I
new
don't have
platform.
access to.
Understood.
Yes.
So you sign up for the membership, you just get the hat. So you're not buying the hat. The hat is just like
Yeah.
you're a member of the hat.
The hat is the membership.
Take the fucking
The
no.
hat's the membership.
No, the
Buying the
membership is
hat-
the membership.
The membership's the membership.
The
And
hat
members
is a
wear
perk.
the hat.
Right,
'Cause
but
you could
it's,
also
but
do-
everyone is you're a member by purchasing the hat.
or just having the membership.
Let me try to help you understand it.
Please.
The hat's good. We don't call the hat goofy.
Okay.
We don't talk about it not being worth $30, which is irrelevant. It's less than $30. But you can't find that anywhere else.
Agreed.
And it's so fucked because
It's also a nice hat. It's cool.
Dax's exact style.
I
Like
know.
this
This
is
hat,
what
yeah.
has
This
me
is what
so
he
fucked up
would
over
be
this.
doing, and he
Because,
would have
like,
fucking talked to you about how
He
to
wouldn't. He
sell
wouldn't
it.
have a hat like this.
He would. He doesn't
Dax?
because you weren't there on time. And go back
Yeah,
to the
maybe.
show.
I also just
God,
think
I
it's
would
You
have
have
loved to
to-
hear
you
the
have to do
conversation
the-
you had.
You have to go back and do the show again.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What did you get into? What just like topic areas?
Well, what we didn't get into, but what I would like to get into at 43, 44 is to get a bigger understanding. I'm not
Just
fully there with the
fucking
merch.
Tell me. Just tell me.
Well, then
What are
fucking
you
tell
talking
me. You
Where are
guys
you
what
going
did you
next?
talk about?
Here's
on the
that-
show?
no,
Where are
I'm
you
not gonna
going
forget
next?
that.
Where are you going next?
Here's where I can't
who,
get
who
over
are you getting?
because you guys are smart guys. I was there for episode 1. I helped build this fucking house.
I know.
You guys are doing this.
I know.
I saw on the website you had
No
Ben
one's ever
Stiller
denied
come on
that.
your show.
Yeah.
How?
We
The
played
show.
your episode too.
He
him.
listens to part of your episode.
He listened to it.
during
Did we
his
talk about Ben
episode.
Stiller on ours?
No.
Then why would you play a clip from ours?
We're trying to get him acquainted with the show that he was doing.
So
He was
could
like,
tell
"What's the bid on this?"
So he could tell Adam Scott to do the show.
We wanted him to
Wait,
try
you-
to book Adam Scott for us. Yeah.
Is Ben Stiller your biggest get? Is that the biggest
well,
fish?
until
Until we
Adam
get
shows
Adam,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is Adams the he's the
That's-
golden unicorn?
That's
Yeah,
a little bit of the
Yeah.
Didn't want to say white whale.
I forgot the term. I'm gonna be honest. I was in deep waters, my man.
Oh, you should have been thinking about a white whale then.
So
What are you doing next? What show?
Where are you going? What's on the docket?
today,
I don't care. I don't care which day. I care which show. I need to get you on a big show, and I need you to wear the hat, and I need you to actually say
Right.
that it's not goofy.
so okay, I'll never say it's goofy outside of this room. This is a trust circle.
Okay.
So this
well,
to-
this is like the hard launch of the hat. So if you could also not say it's goofy in this
This
room.
First
is
of all,
probably the
on the
main thing
camera.
not to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I was wrong.
Just okay.
Hold on, I was wrong. If this is
I
the
know.
launch, if this was the launch, help me understand the product I'm helping to. I'll wear the fucking hat.
Okay.
I
The
need you
original
to.
idea. You guys are doing the pod. You had Ben Stiller. You had
That was a big day.
that was probably the big day. Right?
You
Me and
You-
okay, and then you guys go. You're doing the pod. How many of these have you guys done, Kevin?
513. This
you guys
is
have done
514.
500 of these.
13.
By episode 450, one of you said, "Shall we get into the merch game?" I'm asking.
We've
We've
been
done
around
other
it. We've
stuff
been
like
around
you
it.
know
It's
we've
not the
we've
first
Oh, it isn't?
merch
Okay.
ever.
yeah.
Chef Kevin
It's
apron.
the best merch
We
we've
had a
ever
Chef
done.
Kevin apron, and so
Ooh, I like that. What were sales?
I almost got a cut.
Yeah.
Don't worry about you're not seeing the big picture.
It's not
The cut
about
will come.
yeah.
What was that great Dr. Dre quote to Eminem? You know this.
Okay. Yes. Of course. He said.
and Dr. Dre
He
said
said, "I was strapped with gas when some of y'all were cuddling a cabbage patch."
That's not the one I was thinking. That's not the one I was thinking. But
Yeah.
the point is, the cash will come. You
Oh,
gotta-
I've been in a lab with a pen and a pad trying to get this damn label off.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And so I love the apron. I think the apron's fucking hot. What were sales on apron?
Well, it was too hot actually. A lot of people
Physically,
had a
it
lot.
was
A lot of
uncomfortable.
people were having medical episodes wearing the apron because
it's not
it
meant
was-
to be worn with other clothes.
Oh,
which
and
was-
it's not. You can't cook. You
Which
can't
was
cook with.
that
it.
was a
Cook
Kevin
with it.
demand.
Highly, okay.
You cannot be around flames.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that was
any
a
kind
nightmare.
of heat source.
And
because
then
it's-
what episode around did you guys say, let's create the hat pack, a membership based around a hat where there's going to be a message
a
board?
message board.
'Cause
It
the
doesn't
message-
have some of the like censorship that these other platforms.
By the way,
speech,
I'm so happy
free
you're a
people
fan
are
of the show you helped
fleeing
create.
these other platforms
Yes.
because the.
But so this community, I think
regime,
the community's a win. The community's a win.
What I'll say, Jake, is this has been the only thing that we talk about, period, for 6 or 7 episodes,
the members. But
and
are you?
across
I don't
3
see an
different
end.
shows?
Yeah.
And I don't see it
It's fascinating.
anytime soon. I think
don't
that
think it should.
this is the new era of the show.
Yeah.
We are in the 4th turning.
Yeah. I agree.
It is a societal.
But
what's
it's a limited number. I mean, the end is
change.
like it's a club. It's exclusive.
So
There's
you
a
should
limited
only
number
sell
of members.
100 hats.
Well,
Okay.
Kevin's
actually, no.
Yeah,
Because you want to sell more hats.
I'd like to sell.
Yeah, okay.
we
understand.
want to sell more.
So
We
here's
make
a
money
que-
off each one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
all.
I understand.
Maybe
So-
400.
So, are you excited for the idea of bringing him over on the couch? Did you feel like there was 2 parts of this podcast? First half, second half? Because I kind of did. Do you feel like he's the hat pack of this episode?
Why is the hat off? Like, what? As we talk about this, like,
Yeah,
why
where
is
to
the
go?
hat
I
off?
can't even see.
Well,
it.
I have
to
a
the
dog shit haircut right now.
so
so
put
maybe-
the hat on.
If there's something
So
about the
cover it
hat,
with
it ain't
that.
right.
What size are you? Which snap are you using?
Second, the last one.
The last one.
Yeah, I got a big head.
Yeah.
So look, this is why it's off. They can't see. Well, actually, maybe they can, but like it doesn't
looks
feel
so
right.
You like to wear it a
fucking
little.
good, Jake.
Yeah.
I
It
wish you
doesn't.
could see
It
yourself.
doesn't.
Yeah, it
The hat
It does
looks
it. I know
looks-
it does.
yes,
It looks so
hot.
much better
Does
than
it?
your
Does it?
haircut.
Yes.
All right.
Your haircut looks so bad. Like, I
Yeah.
can't believe you came here like that.
Yeah.
And then the hat
You're not
is like
wrong.
saving
It looks. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
your
fire, dude.
life, my
Okay, all right.
eyes, like everything is working with the hat.
Do you guys think it's cool that we're all wearing the same hat?
Oh God! Imagine seeing this. You walk by and
And
you see
Casey's
this.
wearing it too.
How do you
They
feel
show Casey
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
he's
on the
also wearing it.
outside?
You
Like
wanna
the
be in the
whole
membership. You wanna
idea
be in the
is like
membership. All right.
the exclusivity and making people who see us feel like shit.
So why not sell? I like what you were saying. Sell the membership, and
did.
then you get
We
a
did.
hat. You get a shirt if
Once
you're
the
a
hat
premium
goes on,
member.
you're
So
in.
this
You're a
for
member.
$30, you're just a member.
It's
but you
less
don't
than
get
30.
all the
It's not
perks.
30. It's one of the only hats you could find for under 30. Actually,
Not
it's
true.
A $29.
There's a lot of hats you can find for under
hat.
$30.
Not like this, brother. No, and the
Like-
membership as well.
Oh, okay, that's true. But what if you guys did for like $100? You get the hat, you get a shirt, you get a little bomber jacket.
Well, let's talk.
all
what
saying hat pack.
What if a shirt had a picture of this hat on it?
Sure. And what if you spend $1,000, you get to do what
Gorilla
Kevin did on
Bart.
this podcast? You
Gorilla
just sit
Bart.
there during a podcast, and every once in a while say a couple words. The guest goes, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And then talk about like your pets, and you don't even
Kind of
interview 'em.
adjust yourself.
Yeah, but for $1,000,
We did.
you're in it.
We did discuss this at one point, and we actually did a little bit of like stress testing of like looking at members who had contributed to higher tiers and whether they would be,
Yes.
interested in doing this. And
like
unfortunately,
this.
not a single one of them passed a background check. There's
So
not
what?
one,
But who
not
cares?
one person.
They're
on
a
the show.
member of your
who cares?
pack.
Casey.
Yeah.
You're Casey.
Yeah, I'm Casey.
You're afraid of
Mhm.
some wild card, an animal
He
like
doesn't
you with
wanna-
ripping those tats and that cool style.
He doesn't want to be in the same.
He's the
hat
biggest
pack.
Well,
dog in this group.
Well, that's the issue.
None of us
he
have
doesn't.
tats.
He doesn't want to get
He wants to be.
outdone.
He wants to be the
he's the
only.
one.
He wants to
criminal
be
in
the bad
group.
boy of
Yeah, I
the
get
show,
it. All right.
Mhm.
and so
Well, how
we
about,
bring
how
one
about
of
for
these.
$1,500? Another bad boy sitting right where Kevin's sitting. You think you could deal with that?
Bad boys can come in for $1,500.
So what? Casey gets
Yeah.
like 500.
Well, Casey's probably not getting cut in yet. It's probably
Yeah.
Well,
gonna
then why
start.
is it more appealing to him that we charge more?
Casey's replaceable. This is business. I'm talking about capitalism.
We get someone
son.
else who's even badder than Casey.
I'm
to
talking about
come in here.
capitalism.
Liberty's so
son.
fucking whiny
Casey.
now.
Thanks for coming. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's what.
Now, if you're
that's
not
how
an
you do
animal, you're not going to succeed in capitalism. Casey, get out. You're fired.
it. And Casey's
Stay
leaving.
until I'm
Casey's
done.
really
Just
bad.
in case you're
You
doing
might
something
not want to do
technical.
that. Casey's like insanely bad.
Like a bad boy or bad at his job?
No, he's like a really bad.
You're a legit
He's
bad
like
boy?
a really bad guy.
I'm maybe the baddest boy there is.
Casey's
Yeah.
like a very bad guy. Like
You've
he's
been
like
hearing
a
about all
really
these smash
scary
and
guy.
grabs.
Yeah, I have.
Casey,
Just happened in Glendale.
Casey just does a smash.
does
and,
the smash
smash
part.
and hang out.
He only does the smash part. He doesn't grab anything.
Were you
You
part
just
of the
a
one
smash
in
and
Glendale at the
stare.
Galleria?
Yeah.
Yeah, I planned it. Yeah.
What are you getting out of that, my guy?
Viral videos.
You're doing it for
That's how you go
the
viral.
media.
Yeah.
It's for the
Okay.
clout.
All right. Don't get rid of this guy. He's a winner.
You
It's a
sell an
marketing
ad on those
Clicks.
videos.
He doesn't care about the merch. You don't want a piece.
He's
you
not-
want
no.
it's getting on the news and it is
Yeah.
going viral.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the guy you replace.
Yeah.
You know,
I change it.
I'm not the guy you kill. I'm the guy you pay off. Right.
That's a great line.
All right.
You have guests on your show?
I don't really feel the need to talk about the show here anymore. I've kind
Okay. That's
I'm-
scab
You
work
did
as
at
well.
some point.
It's a
I saw
union
no
I
podcast.
came in
indication
really
that you wanted
excited.
to talk about anything.
Yeah. Well,
You won't say what you did on Armchair. You won't say what you're doing next. You won't
You
talk
won't wear
about
the
whether
hat.
you even have guests on your show. I guess I
Yeah.
can look.
Well,
it
I'll
up
tell you
myself.
why.
You won't own your drunk history.
I will
interview.
own it. I won't scab like you because I'm not a fucking scab, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to figure out what you guys have been doing for the last 500 episodes.
Well, you
'Cause
were
it
here
started
for at
strong.
least one
You
of
want some
them.
of our
I did the
stuff.
Hang
first
on,
one.
he's getting a phone.
I'm
message.
finding out what like whether you have guests on your podcast. Oh,
Well, I
great.
hear a clip. I listened to this trailer,
Oh.
and there's other people's voices.
Yeah, Adam
They're
Scott's coming on.
calling. Are you fucking kidding me?
You want to know why? Because it's a
Make me
real
sick.
podcast, guys.
Oh my god, yeah. it's
Look at
so
the
real.
first fucking pick that shows up when I search Jake Johnson podcast.
It's him and Dax.
That's not from
It's
this
him
one,
and
though.
Dax.
I will
Him
say this.
and
That's not
Dax.
from this. That was from a lot of years ago. I know how
I
that
could
feels
tell.
right now.
Both of you, boy, oh boy.
Boy, oh boy, what?
When you flash
Worn
back
hard
with
and
Dax,
put away.
That's a wrap.
Soggy. Oh, bye.
That was a Headgum podcast.